Did you miss me?
Why are you still speaking about Workhorse? I'm upset. If you don't like it, get out of here, baby. So obviously there's one very crazy thing we have to speak about right now, and it is the imminent short squeeze that is ongoing. Yesterday, Workhorse went up 20%. Now, it's no near 100% move like AMC made, but still, it's a very big move. Ride stock also with a near 20% upwards move. You will see that Workhorse is trading up there with GameStop, AMC, BlackBerry, Clover. Boom, they're trending for the first time in a very long time. And if you go over the stock twits, again, for the first time in a long time, there is activity on the board. There hasn't really been anyone posting since, things started to go south for a while there. And I mean, it's understandable. A lot of people started putting their efforts elsewhere, but the excitement is coming back. And that is pretty much because of this. If you go over the high short interest stocks, Workhorse is the very first name you'll see with the highest short interest out there. So right before we get into this, my friends, right before we get into what is going on, am I considering buying back into Workhorse? Can I please ask you to hit that juicy like button? Let's see if we can get 4 likes on today's video. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are doing with Workhorse right now. And please, my friend, if you are indeed new around here, consider hitting that juicy red subscribe button. Also, if you want to join my private Discord group, that'll be the first link in the description, baby. In there, you'll get access to all of my buy and sell alerts. You'll be the first to find out if I do buy back in. And if you like a couple of free stocks on Webull, that'll be the second link in the description. Got to sign up, deposit $100, get some free money. But anyway, my friends, Workhorse is up nearly 50% in the span of about 24 hours as of recording this. Pretty insane. Yesterday, they opened at $9.70. Currently up at a right around $14. Representing from the bottoms that were 2 weeks ago, nearly a 100% increase to anybody who was willing to buy back down there when things weren't looking so hot. Now, if you search up what happened with Workhorse yesterday, you're going to find articles such as this one. Workhorse Group stock rallied on Wednesday, but why? And they're going to try to speak about their financial results and their recent highlights. And the conclusion is there is no recent developments that can justify its rally on Wednesday. But there is, and there is one that only retail investors will be willing to tell you. It's the short squeezers. It's the people trying to fight the hedge funds. It's what's been going on with GameStop. It's what's going on with AMC. It's not quite on that level whatsoever, especially right now with AMC. Everywhere is AMC. Reddit, TikTok, everywhere you can think of, everybody's pumping AMC right now. But that is what caused this move, simply put, is a short squeeze, and is people wanting the short squeeze to continue. Now, the thing about Workhorse is, and it's not something I've seen mentioned pretty much anywhere right now, it's always been highly shorted. I'm not sure why the squeeze is happening now or why people want the squeeze to happen now. It's always been heavily shorted. Video I made February 5th, 2021. Workhorse stock short squeeze. This is back when I used to get views. I'm only joking. I still appreciate everybody watching the videos. Back here, we were talking about a short squeeze. I'm sure that, last summer we were speaking about short squeezes as well, especially October last year as well, I remember. Fact of the matter is, Workhorse has pretty much constantly had 30+% short interest. So don't get me wrong, I'm very happy to see this happening right now. I want all of the Workhorse family to eat. I want them to continue eating. Look at when it was $41 a share in this video. Oh, my friends. But I do want to ask the question, why is it happening now? Is it because of AMC? Is it because of GameStop? Why now? Because we have always had a similar short interest. I don't think this is the highest short interest we've ever had by a long shot. I may be wrong, but I'm almost certain we've had higher short interest in the past. Now, I know right now the trending thing on Reddit, etc., is to, attack the hedge funds. And I'm all for it, baby. Is that why it's happening now? Again, I want to reiterate the fact I love to see this happening, and I am considering contributing to this one. I never bought AMC. I never bought GameStop. Workhorse, I have a soft spot for. I think everybody knows that. I might try, fight the big boys with the retailers. I might throw some of my own money in here again. But I do just want to caution everybody. I mean, these short squeezes or attempts at short squeezes have volatility. And if you're looking at them now, if you're looking to open a position now, keep in mind they're up 50%. And they're up nearly 100% from the very recent lows. Now, with that being said, I mean, their highs of $42 are a far cry away. And one thing is, look at this. There's a very small gap created here. This is when the USPS news was announced, okay? Right around $30 a share, there is a small gap that could well get filled. Also, we broke through a prominent area of resistance. This is where we accumulated for a long time. It's right around $13.88 a share. We're right there now. If Workhorse can move up towards $15, I genuinely think this could turn into a relatively strong support in the short term. term, and we should be looking to approach that $20-ish mark. But fundamentals kind of go out the window when there's a short squeeze. That's the fact of the matter. Oftentimes there's going to be gaps upwards, there's going to be gaps downwards. And that's why I just want to bring that point to your guys' attention. Are you in this for the short squeeze? Are you in it for the short-term trade? Because that's fine. Or are you an investor? Just make sure you ask yourself that question and you have clear goals going into this investment or trade when the time comes if you decide to do so. I just realized that my camera is taking up half of the screen. I'm very, very sorry about that, guys. But these are the areas we're looking towards. This is where we are right now. We're breaking through that area. Will we be able to maintain this pre-market move? I mean, I see a lot of retailers online saying that they plan on buying an awful lot more today. So very much so potentially. Markets as a whole aren't doing too well today. You'll see pretty much all three major indexes down about 0.35%. Yesterday was also a very good day in the market in general for growth. My portfolio was up, I think, just over 4%. I mean, I haven't had a 4% green day in a couple of months at this rate. You know what I mean? We're finally starting to see some strength come back here. So with that being said, I do think that they're going to make a very nice push today, but I really would like to see them push through this area right here, this blue line right at about 1380 or so. But guys, there's not much more that needs to be said. That is what's going on right now. There is a short squeeze happening and it's exciting. It's nice to see some excitement coming back to Workhorse. And if you do go ahead and look at the bigger picture, I made sure my camera is not covering it this time. There has been a lot of value wiped out here. I mean, look at this. Even after yesterday's move, we're literally still all the way back at June 2020 levels. A lot has changed since then. They're still valued at about 1.42 billion. They have an awful lot to prove, but there is potential here. I would also like to put the question forward though to the long-term investors. If you're thinking of buying now because of a short squeeze, why weren't you willing to buy down here at the 7, 8s or 9s? Because a short squeeze shouldn't necessarily be a reason to invest in something for the long term. Just ask yourself that question. One more thing I'd like to touch on just briefly is the one and only Wall Street bets. I think every retail investor and every hedge fund manager is familiar with this website at this stage. Simply put, these guys move the markets. This is more than likely the biggest reason AMC stock is doing what it's doing. You'll see AMC here, Wall Street Bets, AMC, GameStop, etc., etc. It goes on and on. And one key component of a short squeeze is this. It is hype. It is people willing to buy the company even as the price goes higher and higher and higher. And there's people also not selling, because if people do begin to sell, then ultimately the squeeze isn't going to happen to its fullest ability. The reason I'm bringing this up right now is because Workhorse is not featured here whatsoever yet. Okay, you won't find it. It's still all GameStop, still all AMC, some BlackBerry thrown in there as well. The only people who are talking about Workhorse right now are the people who are already aware of it, who have more than likely been following it for over a year, the people on stock tweets, etc., etc. So unless somehow Workhorse is to find its way onto Wall Street Bets, which we've seen happen in the past, we've seen Virgin Galactic there very recently, I don't think a squeeze anywhere near the levels of the AMC one that is currently happening or the GameStop one that we've seen in the past could possibly happen. There's just not the same hype there right now. And that's what's needed for these short squeezes. That could be seen both as a positive and a negative. On one side, if it is to find its way somehow to the top of Wall Street Bets, you can bet that Workhorse is going to fly up in value. But if it never makes its way there, we won't see the full potential of this particular squeeze. So take that as you will. That is what is going on. That is why Workhorse is going crazy and more than likely will continue to go crazy for better or worse over the next couple of weeks, in all honesty. Keep in mind, these short squeezes don't have to happen over the span of a day or two. Look at AMC, look at GameStop. They've all had second and third wins at this stage. But anyway, my friend, if you watch this video all the way till the end, you are a true legend and I really do appreciate you being here from the bottom of my heart. Your support means the world to me. If you enjoyed the video, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button, drop me a comment down below, and maybe subscribe if you're new around here. Again, if you're interested in that private Discord group, that'll be the first link in the description. And if you like those free stocks, that's the second link. Anyway, guys, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. I'll see you for another video very soon. Peace.